Hello, everybody. Wow, it has been a really amazing first day of SDAT. We're almost at $1,100. We met all the incentives today. We're doing our first ever SBAD, which is cool. We're getting to see some cool games that I don't think usually would have gotten in. Thank you to CC, especially for being flexible and staying up late for this. Thank you to everybody in chat that's been hanging around. I saw Bocce, I saw Whiskey, I saw Tot, I saw Kit, I saw Shuli. So thank you to everybody who's been hanging around. I know it is getting a little late for us East Coasters. I don't know why I went full Wisconsin on you there, but I apologize for that. Anyways, you know, honestly, just really happy with how day one has gone. Day two tomorrow is going to be really fun. We have a ton of great stuff for you. We have like all the Mario hits you could ever want. We have every flavor of Mario under the sun. And then we're doing a pivot. We're doing a game show. And then we're doing Pokemon Sapphire. And then we have some just off-the-wall fun stuff. And that stuff, I gotta say, the longer that we've been doing this is the really fun stuff that I wish people got to see more of, because it's just cool and it's weird and it's fun and people are passionate about it. And so hopefully we will get to see more of that going forward. We do have some incentives live on the thing. You can go in there and donate for those. I have been we are ready to go, by the way. I just wanted to say, again, thank you to everybody. Thank you to all the volunteers. Thank you to the host. Thank you to the chat mods. A lot of people are required to get SDAT off the ground every year. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. There's a lot of things that you don't see. It is a big production, even if it doesn't feel that way all the time. It is a production, and everybody who works on it is super talented and dedicated to it, and we really appreciate it. So, having said that, we are going to take one final pause for the cause. We're going to hear from our friends. We're going to hear from Save the Children. When we come back, we'll be live with Enter the Matrix. Stay tuned.
Miss.
Oye, mene sire naje kena urnanya muga.
La tormenta me dio mucha tristeza porque muchas personas murieron.
So, demi fa fandim. Let's stop sore noma.
Children are the best hope for the future because the future is in our hands. We will be living in it and we will be changing it.
Hello, everybody. Ooh, I'm just seeing the fit for the first time. Sarah, the look is on fleek, as the kids used to say. I don't think the kids say that anymore. But bringing it to a close, both day one and SBAT. It is Speed Doc, OG royalty, Sarah Venza. Sarah, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty well. Pretty well and raring to go.
Awesome. Well, this is super exciting. What are we seeing today?
Well, today we are seeing Enter the Matrix. I believe Ghost did not get any donations in, so we're going to be doing Niobe all levels.
Yep, that's correct. So Niobe all levels. You wanna get this show on the road? You wanna get started and explain as we go?
Yeah.
Perfect. Count us down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let this first film cutscene play out for a little bit while I try to kind of ease you guys into this. So this is Enter the Matrix. This is a movie tie-in to The Matrix Reloaded. So things happen kind of parallel to the events of that movie. We're seeing the events through the eyes of Ghost or Niobe. In this case, it's going to be Niobe. This is also... There's a whole bunch of transmedia going on here, but yeah, because this actually rides off of the plot of the short Final Flight of the Osiris from Animatrix. So I'm gonna not expect a whole lot of people to really understand exactly what's going on, but to kind of, if you were unfamiliar with the premise of the Matrix, it is essentially some stuff went down. AI has kind of taken over and is now turning human beings into batteries. That's basically the abridged version. And as such, this was made like to be released in tandem with Matrix Reloaded, so that's why we have these film cutscenes, because these were shot like for this game. So this was there's a lot of production value in this, but you can also see how rushed the game actually is. So yeah. Start us off,
Sarah. Before we start the first level, definitely get us to a spot, or actually if we're in a good spot to start.
Let's get the
Got
cursor back
some
there.
guests here in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, roommate just got home from work.
Yay.
Gotcha. Alrighty, and moving us in 3, 2, 1. All right.
All right, take 2.
Test. 1, 2. How do we
Testing,
hear?
1,
How do we
2.
sound?
1, 2, 3.
Waiting for it to show up.
I still hear
Ichi,
it.
ni, san.
It's still crackling. Okay. Let's see if this works. All right, stream is behind several seconds. Test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello.
Check. 1, 2, 3.
Is
Did that fix
happening?
That fixed it. Okay, go ahead.
That's so aggravating.
I'm so
That fixed
annoyed.
it. Okay, well. All right, then.
All right, resume.
Resume. All right. So now we can finally begin in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So, as per the events of the final flight of the Osiris, crew member Jue deposited a thingy into a postal box, or just a mail drop-off box, and Niobe and Ghost need to, well, they need to go and get it because there's some very important intel on that thing. But first, we need to stop at this Powerade machine, just because we need to refill our electrolytes. Another one for the road. There we go.
What did you get today? What do you got in yours?
Okay, you made a joke about green Powerade, and I didn't really get it at the time. I get it now.
Yeah. And we're going to end up going through quite a lot of twists and turns throughout this post office because it's kind of old and, well, we're not the only ones scrambling to find this package that was left in this post office. So, yeah, we're just going to maneuver our way through here, ducking and weaving past these security guards who don't really pose much of a threat. The most that they can do to me is punch me and slow me down a little bit. So this is tank controls. Look at this run cycle. Isn't it glorious?
Arms swinging, just whoop, 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 whoop.
Mm-hmm. So we have two bars at the bottom of the screen. We have health and focus. Health, pretty self-explanatory, really. Focus, that is the bullet time mechanic. That's what lets us go into bullet time. It lets us do special tricks and stuff, such as jumping higher, extending our jumps. I'll also be pumping focus, so there's a bit of a flashing screen warning for the entirety of the run, pretty much. So, yeah. And speaking of focus tricks, I'm going to be trying one thing. I'm going to give it like a couple of attempts. I'm not perfect at it. And, yeah. There's this trick called focus high jump. Basically what I'm going to be trying to do is I'm going to be trying to move forward, jump and press focus at the same time to grab onto this ledge that's up there. I'll give it another couple of attempts. Sit down, buddy.
Mess with the physics engine or something to like extend your upward momentum?
A little bit. It's a kind of a frame perfect trick, and only Niobe can actually do that. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for her, unfortunate for Ghost, but yeah. So we're just gonna finish that level as it's intended to be finished. And yeah, this is part of the whole like scrambling to get to places. So where we need to go is just past this area, but it's locked. So we need to go around another different way. It's locked in under pretty heavy guard. Heavy-ish guard, anyway. Because we're playing on easy, these guys are going to have some pretty Stormtrooper aim, and also not going to be firing all that often. So it's going to be kind of running through Bullet Simulator. For a good chunk of the time. Okay, here's the drop box, the PO box. We need to kill these guys to open the elevator doors so that we can make our escape. And you have the music from Matrix 1 where, you know, right before the famous bullet time scene. Now I need to kill like a certain number of cops here. So that's 4. It's gonna be between like 9 and 12. So that should be about 6, I think. 7. 8, 9. Nope. Need one more probably. Where are you at, buddy? Die. You for good measure. Okay, door opened. We're good to go. So that was a little bit unfortunate RNG in terms of both the numbers and in spawn locations, but that's okay, we make do. But yeah, since the bars like dropped on us, the gates like closed on us, we need to find another way out. So Ghost very conveniently created a big distraction and started a huge fire here in the like main sorting area, I guess, of the post office. So I've actually been doing the hard categories, which it is a lot harder. Let me tell you what, you'd be seeing a whole lot more gunplay, cartwheels, focused like dives and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. I'd recommend taking a look at that run. It looks like it probably looks fun. I imagine it does. It feels fun when it except for when it doesn't, and I'm like getting turned into Swiss cheese. Oh, tried to jump on the top of the cubicles there, but that didn't quite pan out. So, funny thing about the 1.2 patch that I'm playing on here that makes the cars go really, 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 really fast. Because something about CPU clock speeds and, well, modern computers and the like, so we're going to be Newman all around the place.
This car is so fast.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to have a Firebird like this. Or would I? I don't know. It'd probably be dangerous.
Yeah, a little bit. As you say that, as you slam into a corner.
Also, I'm purposely not using the mouse to steer this because it's kind of bad. So I'm definitely one-handing this particular section. Alright, so we need to survive for 2 minutes here. Something we can do, maybe, if the cops decide to play nice enough, is just stay right here in this little alcove.
What did I just witness?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, yeah, they're
rolling around, yeah. Now, just because we're not playing as Ghost doesn't mean that Ghost doesn't play a pretty important role in this this run. He's going to be clearing out the, let's just call them trash mobs. Alright,
The cops going, this is your last chance to surrender, as you're, like, AK-47ing their cars to death.
Mm-hmm.
You got 10 cars. Stop! We're gonna get you!
This is a police! Surrender! And then there's usually a car that spawns there when I get to here. No, not this time. The rare instance where it doesn't happen. So yeah, now you just get to wait here for a little bit. Because we're not really in any danger. So yeah, something actually is kind of good to know about these indicator lights. Each one basically represents 20 seconds, effectively. So we have like a little less than 40 seconds left to wait here. There we go, about 20 more seconds.
Refresh with that green Powerade there.
Mm-hmm.
This is an era of video games where they just had blatant product placements directly in.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of even funnier because if you play as Ghost and you're going through the airport, you'll see these signs that say, optimize your experience with Pentium 4. You also find those wonderful, the way it's NVIDIA meant to be played, billboards as well.
The one example I always think of is Rainbow Six Rainbow Six Vegas has like a 300 movie tie-in where like there's like giant pallets of 300 like DVD boxes. you like hide behind like it's cover.
Nice.
I think they also had a full throttle drink. What do you call it?
Okay.
As well.
Yeah. So we have another little homage to Matrix 1 here with this little roofing here that you see Trinity run on at the very beginning of the film. And very coincidentally that we also happen to be fleeing from an agent. I believe it is Agent Johnson? Not that it really matters all that much.
Do they have different names?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
Like, most people typically think of, like, Agent Smith because, like, duh, but...
Yeah.
No, the other agents do have names. I don't remember exactly, like, who all is who most of the time, but I'm pretty sure the one that we see in this level is Johnson. We'll see him again later, too.
I see.
All right. So we've managed to finally get out with the information that was on that thing from the Osiris. Turns out there is a whole bleeding army of sentinels digging their way to Zion. So we need to assemble the fleet and have a crisis meeting about it. So this guy in here says, please don't shoot me, so we're not going to shoot him. We're just going to slam his head into the ground. We do need to take care of him, otherwise he will just turn the belts that we just turned on back off, which is a problem. So it's like, sorry buddy, but you're literally anti my progress here, so. The future of humanity is at stake. And so yeah, now we need to make our way through this bit of the airport here. The bells of it. It's actually, is it the bells? I don't think this is actually the bells, but it may as well be the bells. Oh, that was unfortunate. So yeah, that's why we need to watch out for the tanks. Very unfortunate that a shoddy just happened to nick it and then, oops, you're dead, lol.
Well, now.
Alright, let's get past these guys. Okay, we should be pretty much out of the real danger zone there.
I love this red suit that she's wearing, by the way.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Classy.
Yeah, there's going to be spots where there's enemies pretty much around every corner. You can get lucky sometimes. Say hi and bye to Agent Jackson right there. He's not going to bother us for too long. So there's actually a tip there that says run faster. The way you do it is by holding down focus. But as you can see, if I hold down focus, it slows down time. So you kind of don't really want to do that if we can help it. That's also why we try to pump focus like this.
I was gonna ask. I feel like I see you like flashing the focus, like pop, 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 like you're.
Yeah, there's a couple of reasons that I do that. So one of the reasons is it temporarily disengages the enemy's targeting.
Okay.
So it kind of gives them even more stormtrooper aim. But yeah, that's that's like the primary reason I'm pumping it. But it's also so I don't lose like real time.
Gotcha.
So. That fella that we just ran right past, he was getting his agency back because he was kind of... The deal with agents in the Matrix is that they can take control over anybody who's still hardwired into the Matrix. Anybody who hasn't been freed is potentially an agent. They are everyone, and they are no one. And yeah, they can just show up at very inopportune times, which is why the freeway later on is such a dangerous place. Ooh, nice. Sometimes I get a little climbing up the box animation. Most of the time, actually, I get that, but managed to avoid that this time.
Nice.
A little bit faster.
Climb.
So what you're intended to do is you're supposed to go into the plane and like do a bunch of fighting, but you can actually instead just drop off the wing and like go to the end of the level.
We love seeing intended mechanics that you can just ignore.
Same thing here, actually. We're supposed to be killing one of the snipers that was like at the very beginning there for the infrared scope that it has. But you can actually just run through this area without much of a care in the world. And yes, it is pretty dark. Hence why you quote-unquote need the sniper with the infrared scope. So there, if I had grabbed the little box of stun grenades, there would have been a trick I could have tried here, but I'm not a big fan of it because it doesn't really save that much time, and it's also really hard to do. So instead I'm going to opt for a different thing to skip the cutscene with Vector up here which is jumping around the cutscene trigger right there. And that just skips a short little animation where he's like, he either like motions toward you like, hey, come on. Or he just walks into the area that we just went into. The whole reason we were at the airport here, though, the whole reason we were going through all this baloney is because Captain Soren, one of his men, Axel, got nabbed by agents, and well, we need to rescue him, or else we pull the plug, or else yeah, they pull the plug on the ship that they belong to. So we just gotta boot that agent in the face really quick, knock him down, open this bay door. He's gonna punch us a little bit. We're gonna do a little backflip to get behind him, kick him again, incur some forced turbulence, and then we're gonna boot him off the plane.
I came back at the perfect time.
Okay. Now, this is, we've had the crisis meeting, but, well, feds have came in, disrupted us, so now we need to get ourselves and everybody else out. And, yeah. Got a little bit of a lead up here. If we have any donations by any chance, now's a really good time for them.
We don't have any new donations. However, I just want to remind everyone we are raising money for Save the Children. And we are creeping slower and slower towards $60,000 total raised for charity. Ooh. We are currently at 54,000 right now.
Okay.
So it is doable, this event, but
absolutely.
You know, it would require a Herculean type effort.
Indeed.
But very capable.
So we are joined here by Roy Jones Jr. as Ballard. And we need to take care of some snipers who are shooting at him. Lickety split. Okay, and then we're just gonna do a quick little drop down here, very specifically so that we don't end up SDing in the process. Oh, there we go. Skip the cutscene. And then we have a couple more snipers to take care of so that we can make our way to rescuing some of the other human rebels. And getting them able to jack the heck out of the Matrix. So there is a trick here, a pretty substantial skip that would skip half the level. It's called pumped half skip. Just gonna make our way through these guys really quick. Blast him. Jump on this barrel, do a focus jump, blast him, grab that ledge, kill that guy, stand about here, throw a grenade, and then run and do a focus jump to jump over this invisible wall. And then I'm just going to angle myself over here so I can cancel bullet time. And that's pumped half skip right there.
Bam.
Truly redeemed. Honk.
Honk. Alright, now we need to get Ice and Corrupt out of the Matrix. They're incurring some pretty heavy-ish fire from some SWAT guys. And in order to get them out, we need to destroy the little braces on this thing. Not sure exactly what it's supposed to be, but they need to be destroyed. And destroying that will also very conveniently throw some debris into that and give us another exit. And a little bit of violence here. There's going to be 3 SWAT guys over here. Gonna pay them no mind. Do a short little hop here. No, not really short. It's actually kind of long. Another couple of guys there. Just jump down here. Pick up this gun with the light because we literally need it in order to progress, even though we won't actually be using the flashlight all that much. Come on, fellas. Oh gosh. Okay, we're doing this now. Get the gun out. That was mishandled. Alrighty. Now we can go on about our merry way. So yeah. As while we can just, you know, run through these tunnels without the flashlight, the game's it's a hard requirement. You have to grab the gun with the flashlight, unfortunately. So we're just gonna lob a grenade over to them. Which conveniently is also going to, I think, kind of push Worm to where he needs to be in order to, like, count as, like, getting him out. I'm not exactly sure. I wish we had, like, some, I wish we had, like, a free cam to see exactly what was going on. But yeah, just lobbing that grenade after turning that little corner there just seems to do the trick. At any rate, which is really what matters. Alrighty. So I had to do a focus long jump there because, well, I didn't have to, but I did, because if I didn't, I would have incurred a pretty slow diving animation where the camera would have also panned, like, down into the left, and it would show off, like, 4 guys trying to shoot at you while you're doing that dive. It's pretty cool, but it's slow. So it's best left avoided. And then we're gonna do another skip here by doing a little focus long jump and then you know, turning ourselves to the left. That actually skips a really slow, like, line climbing sort of thing. It's not a zip line because you're not going zip, but you are very slowly inching your way across a gap, and it's really, yeah, it's just slow. I'm here, we need to go here, but oops, there's an explosion, so we can't go that way. We're gonna have to go this way instead. Oh, I did knock him down, cool.
I like how they're labeled as offensive grenades.
Yeah, they are quite they are quite offensive. They hurt you. They hurt your physical feelings.
It's an ant writing a letter to Japan telling them to not be gay. It's that kind of offensive.
Yeah, on higher difficulties, trying to run through this area would be kind of a death sentence. Maybe not necessarily on normal, but definitely on hard. You would just get turned into Swiss cheese immediately, and it's, yeah, it's rough. This whole, like, stretch is just very rough. But we're not playing on hard, so we don't need to worry about it. However, this area is still kind of dangerous because these guys have automatic weapons, and oh, I managed to jump down the manhole. Actually, that doesn't happen every day. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and let my focus regen a bit. I'm at plenty of health, actually. More so than I usually ever have, if I'm gonna be honest. And behind, at this corner here, there's a sniper at the other end of the room. Just gonna continue focus pumping our way through here. And then this is Malachi and Bane that we need to get out. Also, Ballard is back, I guess, to, you know, help more peeps escape. Because it's like, oh gosh, there's actually a lot more people that haven't gotten out yet than we thought, so yeah. Alright, and then do a little sniping bit here. Oh, where are you? There we go. very conveniently, the game does have a little bit of an aimbot for you. But we're also gonna try and do this the manual way. And there's another guy over there. That was too late. Over here, there's 3 more. Yep, there's that one. And then another guy in the middle. And then I think... Oh, there we go. Wonderful. So after that little thing, we are chased by Agent Jackson again. We get kind of pinned in a corner, and then suddenly the Keymaker opens a door into a programmer's maintenance passage, and now we are in the Merovingian Chateau. Because while we were in said programmer's maintenance passage, a couple of dudes named Cain and Abel, programs in service of the Merovingian, took the key from the Keymaker, the key that Neo uses to access the Architect's room. And now we have a little scuffle with Vlad. And I hope he enjoys his 15 minutes of fame.
That haymaker you just put on him.
Fight Night Round 3 flashback.
A little bit.
Yeah, the combat in this game is it's not great, but it's fun. And it's also surprisingly deep because it's kind of like I guess the best way I can equate to it is like it's kind of Smash Bros like in its simplicity. But you also have like a whole bunch of things that you can do like with the like limitations. And I kind of like that about it. So we've made our way into Persephone's bedroom, apparently, who is played by Monica Bellucci in the films.
Speaking of, are you a big fan of the films?
I am.
Okay. I'm sitting here thinking like, man, I gotta go rewatch the first movie again. I forgot how much I love The Matrix. I don't know if I should rewatch the second or third one, but definitely.
I'd say definitely. There are really good bets in it, to be sure.
Fair enough.
And that was Vlad. Also, that was Clawfinger's 15 minutes of fame without any of the vocals.
CJ, when's Matrix for the film is okie dokie?
That's a great question.
Okay, I need to get rid of that crossbow, actually. Because if I don't get rid of that crossbow, there's not a guarantee that I'll get 2 bolts in the next crossbow that I get in the Merovingian's office right here. It's still not a guarantee that I will, but it's much more likely that I would get 2. And those 2 will come in handy right here. And need to jump off the stage really quick. Come back here and then bloop. Knock him down just to get him out of our way. Feel like stabbing him in the back. Because his death sound is... It kills me. Shortest level in the game right there, by the way. In that film cutscene we just skipped, Monica Bellucci kisses Jada Pinkett Smith. If you were playing as Ghost, the same thing would happen with Anthony Brandon Wong. Because Persephone's character is just like that. Gonna turn the camera around so that I'm facing where I want to go once the death animation is good with those guys. And now we're coming up to the Cujo fight, which is going to be backdropped by Juno Reactor's Badimo. Although hopefully we're not going to be hearing too much of it. Oh, he's dodging me. Bad werewolf, no biscuit. We're gonna do a jumping wall kick there.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think a big part of the budget for this game was put on fight choreography because
oh yeah,
this does look really interesting, even if some of the models are kind of just janky. But the actual
yeah, no, that was actual mocap.
Yeah,
that went into that. So there is definitely some of the there is definitely influence of the original Matrix choreographer.
For sure.
I'm bad with names. I forget who it is. But
you said you're bad with names, and you're over here rattling off every single actor in the movie.
Only after like a long time. All right, there we go. That's Kane.
You get a break for not
Kane
contained.
contained.
The cinematographer.
Yeah, the fight choreographer guy. Yeah.
That is Kane contained and Able disabled. So basically what we needed to do there was we needed to knock them down in front of the cells with the imprisoned exiles here, who hold the discount twins off for us.
Ooh.
Now we get to run away from the actual cool twins. The ones who, we are getting aggravated. Yes, we are. Yeah, those guys. Also, on the 1.2 patch especially, this level is very rough. Very, very rough. It's even rougher for Ghost because you are riding shotgun. Ironically, though, you are using an automatic weapon. That is not a shotgun. And it's actually kind of worse with Ghost, too, because AI Niobe drives, like, along a specific path, and she, like, kind of can't deviate from it. I'm also going to let this one play out because I just like to show off the fact that even though Roy Jones Jr., very famous boxer, didn't get a fight scene in the films, he did get one in the game. You also get to see Colin Chow, who plays Seraph, kind of go at a faster speed than he did for the scuffle with Neo in Reloaded.
I can take you to her. But first, I must apologize. For what? For this. Good. You do not truly know someone until you fight them. Come with me.
Only thing you know about me is I was about to kick your ass.
I love that. I love that so much.
That's a good scene.
It's one of the reasons why I'd say, like, if you haven't played Enter the Matrix and you're a Matrix fan, then you kind of need to play Enter the Matrix at least once. Yep, there we go. Steak.
I can't get over how you're driving 150 miles an hour.
Oh, you want just wait. Also, yeah, if I lose enough speed, Ghost will chime in like, "Agent," and Niobe will say, "Get him off my ass." But first of all, they're agents. They literally are coded to dodge bullets. That's what they do. Second, the car is also indestructible here. It won't do any good if it won't. Yeah, it won't do any good. You could shoot at it all day, all year, all decade, all century, all millennium. It won't do anything. But yeah, sure. Ghost just needs to get him off her ass. Also, some of these signs are just amazing. Watch TV. Yep. Optimize your experience with Pentium 4. Pretty sure we passed 55 and stay alive. Oh, there's one there. Yep, there we go. Well, let Sparks have a little word here, because this level gets faster. The 1.2 patch in this level makes the cars go even faster.
Why?
And this actually saves, like, minutes. Actual minutes. Because, first of all, you're getting through all this much, much faster. Oh god, go low, go, get off, go away. Funny enough, actually, AI Niobe driving actually handles this level way better. And then, yeah, there's also the whole bit where you have to chase the semi where Morpheus is fighting the agent on top of. But since you're going so fast because of the 1.2 patch, you just immediately ram into the thing. And end the level. It's nutty. And now we get to answer the question of how in the heck did Ghost and Niobe trigger that explosion at the power plant in Reloaded? And then this is probably going to be the most focus pumping heavy section of the run, because there are going to be a whole bunch of guys shooting at me with all kinds of different weapons, and yeah. For safety, I'm going to go ahead and disarm this guy. Or just knock him down. He's going to get up and pick the gun back up as well, but it's fine. Now, you're supposed to wait here. I'm also going to play it safe. Yeah, you're supposed to wait there for Ghost to take out the light so that the snipers don't just one-shot you, because that is just a thing that can happen. But using focus, you... Not sure why that jump happened. That was weird. Oh, okay. Let's get back up on there. Jump to there. Yeah, that saves like 20 seconds, that couple of focus jumps that I just did. To skip that waiting for the light bit. So. And again, flashing lights.
Flashing lights.
Dutch and planned.
Robbery, get us to Tahiti.
There's no context for this, for what we're doing. This is a CJ tonight joke.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to say about this. It's just running to... I'm skipping, like, I did end up skipping a maze earlier, and I'm skipping another maze right here as well.
Amazing.
Yeah. In the movie, you actually see Niobe take those two guys out, but, they don't need to worry about that. Film continuity, that doesn't matter here. Besides, it's the Matrix. Things, you know, continuity is a suggestion. We can call it a glitch in the Matrix, and it would be, you know, universally sound. Alright, now we're actually coming up to the level we are in the level right before one of the actually harder levels in the entire game. One that on hard is definitely a rough one. It took me like a good few hours to just beat on hard casually, because there are just enemies around every corner, and they will just really mess you up. And then, speaking of messing people up, the launcher here, It's a nuclear fire extinguisher, basically.
Yeah, that was a grenade launcher. They just. Whoosh.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's supposed to put out like fires. You know, nuclear power plant fires. Real serious stuff. You don't want to be inhaling the stuff that it does. I'm pretty sure, as Sparks says, it basically liquefies your lungs. So yeah, don't want to be in the area of effect of that if you can help it. And temporarily switch to the SS shotgun. You can probably guess what tier it is in, as far as weapons go.
B?
If by E you mean excellent, then yes. I'm gonna switch back to this one. Clear these guys out. There we go. Okay. I meant to put the weapon away, not disarm him, but that works too. Yeah, funny enough, some of the buttons do have some crossover. Probably because, you know, the whole console game and ports and stuff, because this is the PC port. I'm pretty sure the game was originally designed for GameCube, but it was cross-released for original Xbox, PS2, and PC. And part of my journey in agent smithing myself across the leaderboards includes the various console ports as well.
I think I played this on the original Xbox.
I'd argue that's probably the better console to play it on, at least in terms of like if you have like the means to make it better by component cables, because it can go up to 1080i, although 1080i itself is a bit buggy, I would say. Because like there's like a corner, the bottom right corner of the screen is kind of like got some weird screen wrapping going on, but that doesn't happen on 720p. But it's a good way to play the game natively in a widescreen resolution.
I see. Pretty sure
I jump onto that railing. Yeah, most likely. This was in the age of CRTs after all, so that stands to reason.
Isn't it crazy to think about that we went from like the composite cables or component cables to composite cables to HDMI in one console generation?
Yeah, that is pretty wild, huh?
I remember the Xbox 360 came with this giant plug that came out of the back that you could play in red, white, yellow, or as the 5. And then, like, a couple years later, we were playing on HDMI. It's like, that's crazy. We made so many huge leaps in visual technology in 7, 8 years.
Then think about how long it took Nintendo to get onto HD.
Yeah. All right, now this is a pretty long level if we didn't just skip, like, the majority of it by doing this really absurd jump. So normally this level entails like a lot of running around and also the tallest ladder in the game, and climbing ladders is really slow. So yeah, you can just jump onto the railing there and do a focus jump and then skip all of it. It's really handy. And then once we drop down from this, Sparks actually injects us with some substance that gives us infinite focus for the rest of the level, but we are not going to really need it. On hard, we may have needed it, but again, we're on easy. So now we can just get our butts out of here. We've planted the bombs and stuff, and we're ready to blow the sucker to smithereens. And now, in order to access the final levels, we need to beat Seraph in a little fight here. Hopefully he doesn't block us too much and waste a whole bunch of our focus. Come here, buddy. Nope. Nope, turning that around on you. There we go. And then we have a little chat with the Oracle, played by Mary Alice, because Gloria Foster had passed during the making of the second and third films. And by extension, this game. Up. Yes, I wanted to avoid that dive animation, but that's okay. I was supposed to just do a flying sidekick out that into that glass, but it's okay. So yeah, now we're running away from a bunch of Agent Smiths because he has been rather busy in, well, I guess Agent Smithing himself across the Matrix. Doing some shortcuts there because, actually kind of dangerous ones. If I had touched the support beams of the scaffolding, I would have lost my forward momentum and probably would have fallen to my death. So, glad that worked out. So we're just gonna wait for the Agent Smith to bust through that wall there. So that we can progress. And all this time, Sparks is like, what the hell is going on? First you were in Chinatown, then you were in this random skyscraper in the middle of nowhere. Now you're back in China. What's going on? And why are there so many Agent Smiths? What's going on? Yeah. He's not having a good day. If we have any donations, maybe. Going out on a limb.
We are shy in the donations department, but
okay.
We do have great incentives tomorrow.
We sure do.
We do. We have bid wars for the Mario Kart World, featuring the first ever 15 option poll. New feature from Tiltify lets you have more than 5 options. So it's still capped at 15. It's not 25 like Quo wanted, but it's 15. So
that's still
get your donations in for that.
That's still quite a few. That's more than you can Twitch chat or Twitch poll. That's for sure.
Yeah. Sure.
So funny enough, this is a skip I brought to the attention of the speedrunning community. Turns out the goal tracker is misleading because the end of the level is right over here. Niobe, get back up there. Thank you. Yeah, that going straight to the end of the level there actually just saved like a minute. I was just like, wait a minute, this looks familiar. And I was like, oh, wait, that's the end of the level. Oh, wait, that actually works. Okay. So yeah. Just kind of want to do some more focus pumping past these guys. That explosion actually doesn't do anything with if you're playing as Niobe, but oddly enough, it does if you're playing as Ghost. And yeah, it's fortunate for him on hard because it actually kills those 3 guys, but unfortunate for Niobe that it doesn't because you actually have to deal with them yourself, which it's oh god, it's rough. I'm probably going to mention it at the end of the run, but I've been, like I said, I've been doing a leaderboard sweep, which includes the hard mode categories. And, yeah, it's a fun run when it's not, you know, making me look like dog water at the game.
How many more records do you need to get,
To get that sweep, it would just be 3 more.
It's not bad. Out of what, 9?
Let's see. There's Ghost and Niobe. That's 2. Ghost and Niobe all levels. That's 4. All levels would be 5. Niobe hard. Niobe all levels would be 7. I guess it would be 8, and that's also not including ILs, but I'm not sure if I really want to bother with ILs all that much.
Well, you're over halfway done.
Yeah. I also have a couple of console world records too. Because I don't know, I'm just like I just like the game. It's not a good game, but I just like it. It's fun. It's been therapeutic in a way to just like sink my time into it.
For sure.
Also, yeah, these levels on hard are genuinely scary because the sound effect that they use for the Agent Desert Eagle is just like when it's blasting at you, like emptying eight shots, you know, in the span of like 2 or 3 seconds, if that. It's like it's intimidating.
Yeah.
It's really good sound design. I love it. Pretty sure it's also the same effect that they used in Reloaded. I'm not sure if it's the same one as they used in Matrix 1, but yeah. Alright, now we are in the real world. And we need to pilot the Logos, and this is where things might get a bit dizzying. Not yet, not in this area, but in the next one. Also, if I play this right, I shouldn't need to fire a single shot at the Sentinels, or Squiddies, as the characters can be known to refer to them as. If you don't know, they are built for one thing: search and destroy. Also, thankfully, quote unquote, the 1.2 patch doesn't affect the speed of the Logos, so we're not going like extra fast here. Because, oh my god, that would be so disorienting, because I would need, yeah, this is being controlled with the mouse.
The ship doesn't get the zoomies, that's good.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. Although if I were playing as Ghost, I would prefer it did get the zoomies, because if you're playing as Ghost, in these levels, this whole area is on rails. And it takes longer. And you also have to swap between front and back views to destroy the Squiddies. So, yeah, it's ugh. In a way, you kind of dodged a bullet by not donating for Ghost, but I don't know. It would have been a good showcase to just show how bad this game can be. But also, there's this whole area, which. Yeah, I have to navigate this manually. Also, there is a chance I could get stuck on some of the geometry if I'm very unlucky. Hopefully that doesn't happen. If it does, and worst comes to worst, I just load a practice save and then it'll be fine, but yeah. It sucks in actual attempts, because you typically don't make saves. If you can help it, because it takes just a little bit longer, at least on PC, to save. Much more time on PS2. that saving takes the longest there. On GameCube, it's actually pretty reasonable. And on Xbox, it also seems to be pretty fast as well. But, yeah. Let's get away. But yeah, I'm trying not to shoot at the Squiddies just because of the fact that it creates a whole bunch of explosions effects, and that they can really occupy the screen, and that's really obstructs your view. Also, probably not the best viewing experience. It's definitely not a great playing experience, I can tell you that.
Is there more or less just one way to go, and you're just picking little tunnels?
Pretty much. All the tunnels like diverge and reconverge at different points, so it's all gonna end up in the same place anyway. Okay, now we are at the final the home stretch. Time will be coming up shortly. When we see the Matrix code fall, I'll definitely mention when it happens. But we are currently outrunning a self-guided explosive that the Sentinels have sent out against us. Where am I going?
Into the wall.
Yeah. Also, we are getting the this nice bit of orchestration also from Final Flight of the Osiris. It's just good. I will say that, like, the Matrix Reloaded and Resurrections may not be the best movies, but there are definitely really good parts about them. Music is really good, and time.
GG.
So yeah.
GG.
But yeah, it wouldn't be a complete movie tie-in if we didn't. I'll just let this final cutscene play out, actually.
How long do we have? 7. We gotta wait until they're all in range. 5, 3, 2, come on. 1. Steady, steady.
Shit now! Punch it now!
Now!
Woo! And also, wouldn't be a complete movie tie-in if we didn't get a trailer for the final, film of the trilogy. At the very least.
What do you think will happen after that?
I don't know. But I got a feeling it's gonna
All right. Well, Sarah, where can the people find you?
You can find me over at twitch.tv/SarahVenza occasionally. As y'all know, probably, I'm most known for speedrunning Fable. I've been kind of taking a bit of a break from it and focusing on Matrix because I've been enjoying it. You can also find me on YouTube under the same name, SarahVenza. I occasionally stream on Blue Sky, but I abandoned Twitter a long time ago now.
Yeah.
And thank God. Because it's just getting worse and worse and worse, and ugh.
Mm-hmm.
The only good Twitter account is our Twitter account.
That's right. Don't forget to follow us.
If you are still on that hell site, I can't even call it a hell bird site because it ain't a bird no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you are still on there, definitely give Speed Docs a follow. And as this was made before the Wachowskis came out as trans, they were still referred to as the Wachowski brothers. But yeah. What was our in-game time? I'm curious about this. Let's see. In-game time was 54:03. What was my time, by the way? My real time?
56:37?
56:37. Got me curious now. Let me see here.
Blue Sky does have better engagement, I agree.
It'll be all levels. Nope, my PB is 53.
Oh.
Flat.
Still,
so,
wow. Pretty close.
Still pretty good.
Close.
Yeah.
You were close.
But yeah. That's a GG. Thank y'all for letting me run this rather scuffed but really fun game. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. We are going to head back to intermission and try and find somebody to raid.